Well, hello, YouTube. It's me, Tondro. And, well, I'm in my hotel room. If you can hear seagulls outside, that's because I'm in Aberdeen. It's a portside city. You know, they have seagulls every fucking where. Seagulls and ravens and crows and the occasional wild fox. Now, hopefully my shitty internet will, my shitty hotel internet will let me post this, but today I wanted to get something off of my chest. The older I get, and as you can tell by my receding hairline, I'm in my late 20s. The older I get, the more I think to myself, you know, I fought hard to not end up, you know, as a NEET, and I still ended up as a NEET, so what can I do? And I fought hard to move out of my parents' house, and yet, you know, as soon as I'm done with this vacation I'm on, I'm gonna head back. So I really do think it's the new normal. I think in 10 years, I'm going to be 37, which is shocking. And by that, I mean, honestly, I'm going to give dating in my 30s like one more shot. I'm going to like try to like actually like date, like, you know, Tinder and shit. And if nothing comes of it, I'm probably going to be going to certain establishments. We'll leave it at that, and I will be. I'll probably have a small collection of dolls by the time I'm 37. Forget 37. Probably more like 31. You know, I'm not. You know, I'm not as much as I would love to have a house, wife, kids, a yard, all that shit. I'm also not gonna fucking lie to myself. I'm not gonna sit here and bullshit myself and say, oh yeah, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna become a movie star. Nah. The way I see it is, I will be lucky to see. I'll be lucky to see 37. I shouldn't say that, but I'll be lucky if I'm living out of a fucking van in 10 years. I'll be lucky if I'm not homeless in 10 years. I'll be lucky if I'm still alive in 10 years. There's a new trend called doom spending. I think I covered it in a previous video, I think. And that's what I'm doing with this vacation. You know, I know that I'm not going to afford a house. I might as well, you know, go see another country at least one more time before I die. And, same with, you know, same with, you know, pretty much everything. And my question is this is, you know, when people aren't buying homes and aren't starting families, aren't getting married, aren't having kids, what future does that society have? So it kind of becomes like a feedback loop of I can't afford to have a family, so I don't work, and I don't work because I can't afford you know, it becomes a cycle. The thing is too is we already hit peak oil back in like 2015. This is a true thing. You can look it up and tell me if I'm wrong. But if I remember correctly, humanity hit peak oil back in 2015, meaning that oil is going to go the same way that coal did. And in another give or take 25 years, the world's going to be completely alien. We're either going to go completely green or it will be like Mad Max. And the thing is, you know, if that's the world I'm going to be living in when I'm in my fucking 40s, forget it. Now, the thing is, too, is people are having kids at an older age. Maybe, just maybe, I'll have my kids in my 40s like my mom did. But there's two things I'm not going to do once I hit 50. Have kids and work. Because at that point, I'll consider myself retired. I'll be, you know, I'll be on a beach somewhere in Oakland. I'll be on a beach somewhere, you know, assuming that there's beaches left. You know, you never know. But I would like to believe that, you know, it's not going to be all doom and gloom. It's not going to be all bad. And, yeah, it's what you make it, I guess. But when I learned that, hey, I have a chance to, you know, go out and spend not just Christmas, and today's Christmas, by the way, so Merry Christmas. Not only can I spend Christmas and New Year's in a foreign country, but like I can do it on the cheap. Hell yeah, I jumped on the opportunity to do that. And the thing is too is that there's no, you know, there's no promise, there's no guarantee anymore of, oh, you know, if you just work hard and get good grades, it'll come to you. Nah. If there's no more guarantee, then don't worry about the future. If there's no guarantee about it, then all we can do is just hope that it comes and goes quick and painless. Apart from that, I don't know. I guess well, I guess I'm still hopeful for the future, all that. Still trying to think about, you know, the future as a whole, like for the planet. I don't think it'll be that bad, but, well, I'll put it to you this way. On a long enough time scale, we anarchists will win. On a long enough time scale, the oil will eventually run dry. They'll run out of lithium, they'll run out of cobalt, they'll run out of fucking oil. The thing is, too, though, is you know, in the wake of climate change, shipping lanes are more, there's more war and there's more storms, both of which are bad for cargo ships and logistics and whatnot, meaning that we can literally watch in real time capitalism eat itself. And the petrol states of the Middle East and the, you know, entire petrochemical industry as a whole, in my opinion, within the next 10 years, all of it, capitalism, America, Saudi Arabia, Russia, China, the big petrol companies, the military prison industrial complex, all of it, I predict within the next 10 to 20 years, it will just, you know, it'll collapse. It will be sudden and spectacular. I would go so far as to say that, I mean, I'm going to be honest with you, the way America is now, I can't imagine this current, you know, there's no way. There is no feasible way that we can continue having this, you know, in the year 2033. There's no way. No way. And if I'm wrong, then there's definitely no way the world's going to remain the same between now and 2050. That's another thing too. By the time it's 2050, the world is going to be unrecognizable than it was in 2000. And don't get me started on AI. AI is, ooh. I personally work on AI just as a hobby. And the fact that it can create art and drawings way better than I ever could. It can create music. It can deep fake our voices and our faces. It can change, you know, this is stuff that we were not prepared for. You know, within a matter, I mean, like before 2020 ended, I remember, you know, there was reports of people creating AI generated cheese pizza. I'm just gonna, you know, for those who know the code, you know. And yeah, people, you know, in 10 years, I guarantee you, in 10 years, you will go, and this is a real thing. Save this video in case it's ever deleted. In 10 years, I predict that AI will be so good, you will probably be catfished by an AI that you have been friends with for years. You will have an internet friend, you will talk to them, voice chat, FaceTime shit. There will be literally entire friendships built on a lie, and you will have spent like months, if not years of your life talking to an AI. You'll be like, hey, can we meet up? And the AI will have like some excuse. But I guarantee you, in the next 10 years, we will see AI companionship, and it will be nearly impossible to determine on the internet who is and who isn't an AI. I guarantee you, in 10 years, there's going to be a YouTube channel that you're watching that's going to be like this, of, you know, some neckbeard dude in a hotel room, but it'll be completely AI generated. Voice, the face, everything. It'll all be, you know, fucking AI generated. So there's that. Other than that, there's not much. I'm doing my best to not think about what I'm gonna do once I'm back stateside. I'm definitely gonna have fun though. Like for me, 2024, it's on site. I'm gonna go balls to the wall. I'm gonna take this doom spending shit and I'm gonna really party hard. Balls to the wall. Not that I didn't do that beforehand, you know. I that's another thing too. I look back on my life and I think I didn't waste my 20s, and I am forever thankful about that. I don't care how bad my life gets, because I will always remember that, hey, I'm not Christian. No matter how bad my life is, no matter what happens to me, no matter if I die anonymously or not, I will always be thankful that I was not born as Christian Weston Chandler in, bumblefuck nowhere, Virginia in the 1980s. And I will always be fucking thankful that I was born um, to the parents that I was. And I will always be thankful for the fact that, I didn't waste my 20s slaving away, because I know so many people who are younger than me who are spending, the ages of 18 to 25 slaving away in Waffle House, in Dollar General, in Walmart, and all this other shit. And I'm just like, I couldn't do that. I tried and I couldn't do that. And I'm forever thankful that I did not waste my 20s. I don't care what the fuck happens. I mean it when I say I am forever thankful. I spent the past 27 years of my life doing what I wanted to do and not slaving away at some counter somewhere. You know, I mean it. I mean it. I genuinely mean it. And I mean it when I say, if you gave me a choice between being homeless the rest of my life and dying at 100 with no family, no money, nothing, and I'm just like living out of a tent in the woods and I just croak one day, versus like spending the next 30 years of my life at a Waffle House or at a McDonald's or at a Dunkin' Donuts, and slaving away and spending those 30 years saving up to buy a house that I'm not going to be able to fucking afford anyway. I'd tell you, hey, homelessness, here I come. I mean it, I mean it, man. I'll put it to you this way. There was a brief moment in my life for about 9 hours, 9 grueling hours of my life, I was homeless. And I'll be honest with you, I actually did spend for about an hour. I spent some time panhandling, and in that time panhandling, I made more money than I ever did at McDonald's. And I think that that's just the sign of where the economy is. That's just where we are as a society, as Americans. We're doom spending, and beggars are making more than people actually working. And then another thing is another shocking thing too is there's 7 million men. It's probably higher. It's probably more like 10 to 20 million. Millions of men who are working age, myself included, who are 25 to 54. That's the age range. Who are prime age working men. I'm part of that age bracket. I'm 27, and holy mackerel! It's oh man. It's over. If your country has 7 million prime age men not working nor looking for work, that is a serious problem. That is no bueno. Myself, why am I not working nor looking for work? Because, to be honest with you, one, I don't see myself getting a job, because the last time I went job hunting, it took me 3 years to get a job that I ended up losing in the pandemic anyway. And and to be honest, again, what's the point in me working knowing that I'm never gonna retire and never have kids and never own a home and all the other stuff? What's the point? If there's no carrot and it's all stick, what's the point? You know? If there is no carrot and it's all stick, what's the point? Anyway, that's about all. I wish you and yours a very Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, peace and love to all my good people of the earth, from here in the beautiful city of Aberdeen, Scotland. Cheers.